of a confrontation. The stream stayed up for roughly half an hour before TikTok removed it, and his account has since been suspended.
So upset and disturbed seeing that video of Perez Hilton. He went on to live stream here on TikTok for about 30 minutes, and throughout the video, he was talking about harming himself on camera and completely covered in blood. At first, I didn't know if it was real. I was hoping it wasn't real, but as I watched more and more and hearing him talk about how everyone wanted this and things like that, it was so upsetting to see him just mutilate himself on camera, on TikTok live, while joining lives with other people and talking about the police showing up, talking about like possibly harming the police so that they would kill him. Like, this is so disturbing, and I feel really upset about the entire situation. You know, Perez Hilton, he is a gossip guru. He was based in Las Vegas. He recently moved to Miami. I've heard the dispatch calls. Police did show up. It seems like the TikTok live ended whenever the police had shown up. But he's got 2 children. He's a father, and he's still a person, whether you like him or not. And I'm praying for Perez Hilton tonight.
Perez Hilton is recovering in a Miami hospital after a disturbing TikTok live Tuesday night became serious enough for viewers to call police. Deputies eventually responded to his home, and Hilton was taken to a local hospital for treatment and mental health support. But what happened that night didn't come completely out of nowhere. To understand why this incident has shocked so many people, you have to look at the complicated few years Perez Hilton has been through, because behind the celebrity gossip persona is a man who has publicly admitted regret over his past, dealt with major health scares, and is now raising 3 children while carrying the responsibility of supporting his family. So what exactly happened Tuesday night, and what led up to it? Perez Hilton, whose real name is Mario Armando Lavandera Jr., became one of the biggest names in celebrity gossip after launching PerezHilton.com in 2004. At the height of his popularity, the site reportedly attracted millions of readers every day. Hilton became known for an extremely unfiltered style of celebrity coverage. He would draw on paparazzi photographs, give celebrities memorable nicknames, and openly criticize stars in a way that was unusual even for entertainment media at the time. That harshness wasn't a side effect of the brand. It was the brand. For years, Perez Hilton was one of the most recognizable figures in online celebrity gossip. Forbes even named him the #1 web celebrity for 3 consecutive years. But the internet eventually changed. As celebrities gained their own massive platforms through Instagram and other social media, they no longer needed traditional gossip websites to reach the public. Stars could control their own narratives, respond directly to rumors, and communicate with millions of followers without going through someone like Perez. The gossip blog era began fading, and Hilton's influence changed with it. He attempted to move into podcasts, video, and other forms of content, but the level of influence he had during the peak years of his blog never fully returned. And then, something else began changing. In 2020, Hilton publicly reflected on the way he had behaved throughout his career. In his book, he wrote about the regret he carried over how he had treated people, including celebrities and, particularly, celebrities' children. He acknowledged that he didn't need to be as cruel as he had been. That's significant because Perez had spent years building a career around exactly that kind of provocative behavior. Since then, he has continued speaking publicly about regret, shame, and trying to make amends with people he believes he hurt. He has even talked about how permanent the internet can be, acknowledging that the things he posted years ago can continue following him long after the original moment has passed. At the same time, Hilton has dealt with serious health problems. He previously spoke about being hospitalized over a major heart-related issue, describing the situation as frightening and serious. Not long afterward, he also underwent surgery after developing a blood clot connected to deep vein thrombosis in his leg. During that period, Hilton spoke openly about his faith and credited God with helping him get through what he described as some terrifying moments. More recent reporting has also mentioned a bout of sepsis. However, that particular detail has not been confirmed by his medical team or doctors, so it should be treated as unverified rather than established fact. And there's another part of Hilton's life that often gets overlooked. He's a father of 3. All 3 of his children were born through surrogacy, and Hilton has said that the work he continues doing, including the celebrity coverage many people still criticize, is what helps support his family. He has also spoken about supporting his mother and his sister, who works with him. Earlier this year, Hilton moved his family to Miami and described the move as a fresh start and something he believed would be good for his children. So that's the backdrop. A man who became famous for being brutally critical of other people spent years trying to reckon with that past. At the same time, he faced serious health scares, changes in his career, and the pressure of supporting a family. Then came Tuesday night. Hilton went live on TikTok from his home in Miami. What viewers saw caused enough concern that multiple people contacted authorities. According to the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office, deputies responded to the address and spoke with family members who were at the scene. Authorities determined that Hilton was alone inside the home. Instead of immediately forcing entry, deputies chose to hold back and focus on de-escalation. That decision gave officers time and space to handle the situation without unnecessarily escalating it. The live stream reportedly remained available for roughly half an hour before TikTok removed it, and Hilton's account was subsequently suspended. Clips from the live stream quickly began spreading online. People who had seen the footage described it as extremely disturbing and expressed concern about Hilton's safety. Some viewers said they were shocked that the live stream had remained online long enough for people to see what was happening. Others said they immediately contacted authorities because they feared he might seriously hurt himself. And this is where the story became even more complicated. As clips began circulating, other creators started discussing what they had seen. Some warned their audiences not to search for the footage because of how disturbing it was. But at the same time, some of those same discussions went into unnecessary detail about what appeared in the live stream. That's something worth pointing out. If the purpose is to protect viewers from disturbing material, repeatedly describing or replaying the most upsetting parts can have the opposite effect. The important information isn't the graphic content itself. The important information is that viewers became concerned, police responded, and Hilton was ultimately taken to a hospital. The sheriff's office later confirmed that Hilton was safely recovered and transported to a local hospital. There, crisis response personnel and mental health professionals were involved in supporting him and his family. That is the most important confirmed development. His management company, Golden Artist Entertainment, also released a statement saying they had not been able to reach Hilton directly and that their focus was on his health and the well-being of his family. They also asked people to respect the family's privacy. And then, as always happens with a story like this, the internet began dividing into different camps. Some people expressed genuine concern for Hilton and sent messages of support. Others criticized TikTok over how the live stream was handled and questioned why disturbing material was allowed to circulate so quickly. There were also people online suggesting that the entire incident could have been staged. But there is no confirmed evidence establishing that claim. Neither police nor Hilton's management team has said that the incident was staged, so there's no responsible reason to present that speculation as fact. And there's another detail that matters here. Hilton's children were reportedly safe and were not at the home during the incident. His family has also been receiving support and counseling resources as needed. Beyond that, there is still a lot we simply don't know. We don't know exactly what led to Tuesday night's crisis. We don't know everything that was happening privately before Hilton went live. And we shouldn't pretend that a few minutes of live stream footage can explain someone's entire state of mind. What we do know is that a public figure who has spent years living extremely publicly reached a crisis point, viewers became concerned, law enforcement responded, and he was eventually taken to a hospital where professionals could help him. That's the part that matters most right now. Whatever anyone thinks about Perez Hilton's career, his controversial past, or the way he has treated celebrities over the years, the situation is bigger than celebrity gossip. He's a person, he's also a father. And right now, the priority is that he's receiving professional care and that his family is safe. The internet will continue debating the live stream, the police response, TikTok's handling of the footage, and everything else surrounding the story. But until Hilton or his representatives provide more information, we should be careful about filling in the blanks ourselves. For now, the confirmed update is simple. Perez Hilton was taken to a hospital after a concerning TikTok live, and authorities say he was safely recovered. Hopefully, he gets the support and treatment he needs and is able to make a full recovery. And hopefully, as more information becomes available, people remember that there is a real human being and a real family behind the headlines. That's all we know for now. We'll continue to follow the story as legitimate updates emerge.